Hey everybody, just a quick video for you. I just want to give you my thoughts on the Four Nations tournament and really international hockey as a whole. Now, the Olympics, I mean, just to be blunt and honest, let's just be honest, like the Olympics aren't what they used to be. That really ended in like anytime after 2014. It just hasn't felt the same kind of since then, and for a thousand different reasons. And I think that's okay on one side and kind of not okay on the other side. And I think the NHL realized that as well, which is why they had this Four Nations face-off tournament. We had Sweden, Finland, United States, and Canada. That was cool, but a lot of people weren't really that excited for it until they started watching it. And I think it blew a lot of people's expectations out of the water, including mine. I really didn't think it was going to be that interesting. And it ended up being incredibly interesting. I didn't get to see all the games, but I did get to see some, including the big one. And it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool game. It was a pretty cool tournament, and I'm glad that it did so well. Like I didn't think it would do well, so I'm glad that I was wrong, if that makes sense. Like I'm really happy that it did do well, because anytime hockey does well, that makes me happy. So the NHL did get a win with that. However, it wasn't a perfect tournament. It wasn't exactly what the Olympics would be. And good and bad. But the bad was, we're missing teams that should be there, like Germany and Austria and Latvia and the Czech Republic and Slovakia. And there's so many other, even like the UK. And you could even, throw Russia in there too if you want. I'm not going to talk politics in this, but whatever. There's so many countries that didn't get involved and they should have been involved. Like even Switzerland would have been cool to see them in the tournament. So yes, the Olympics exist, and yes, there's still representation from the majority of countries in the world, and within hockey, the majority of countries that are allowed to be involved, technically. But I think the NHL could do something on a grander scale to replace the Olympics, because interesting, the Olympics has basically done this. And it's not just hockey, Olympics in general. The whole establishment, there's so much corruption news and just things that just don't make sense financially. And like, there's this big pile of money, and apparently a lot of it goes missing, and there's like, nobody knows where some of it went. So you could say that about a lot of countries, maybe, but also the Olympics commission or committee or whatever. And I think people are just tired. I think people are tired of the Olympics, and they're starting to see it for what it kind of is, which is more of a business and less of a celebration of sport and people and unity in countries and stuff. So I think the NHL has an opportunity to do something special. Not that the Four Nations tournament wasn't special. It was incredibly special. That was an amazing first step. But I think they have an opportunity to almost replace the Olympics. That's maybe a difficult thing to say, but I think they could do something on their own. I don't know how they would go about it without offending certain countries, I guess is maybe a concern of mine. Finland and Sweden and Canada and the USA were very, very easy choices. The majority of players within the NHL are from those four countries, not including Russia. And I think it's really important to have representation from those smaller countries, like Switzerland or hockey in Germany has exploded, which is amazing, and the UK as well. That's the stuff that I want to see. Like even like let Japan go in there too. Like I remember back in 1996 when the Olympics were in Nagano. I was very young, was only 10 years old, but like I remember there was a Japanese team, there was a Japan team that played hockey. They weren't any good, but why not have this big tournament of nations that are interested in hockey and want to submit a team? Maybe you don't televise some of the ones, like if it's Australia versus Japan, probably not a lot of people would watch that, but you never know. You never know. I still think that there should be an option. There should be like a giant tournament, like a March Madness almost style tournament of countries in hockey, regardless of how good the team is, like a USA or Canada, or how insignificant hockey is in a country. Whatever. I think it's cool. I think it would open a lot of eyes. So I think the NHL has potential. Now, I haven't done the math, I haven't done the research to look at every single player in the NHL and every single nationality and be like, there's 38 countries being represented in the NHL. I have no idea what that number is. Maybe let me know down below in the comment section. But, for example, if Hungary is not being represented in the NHL by any player, okay, maybe they're not part of the tournament. I don't know, something like that. I just there's a lot to figure out, I guess. But the NHL does have an opportunity to expand on this idea and to do something pretty cool. And to you don't have to do it every 4 years. Like I think it's a moneymaker, it's an interest driver, and you could probably do it every 2 years and it'd be super successful. Very, very successful. And it grows the game of hockey. And I think that's maybe more valuable than anything to the NHL because growing the game of hockey equals more money in their pockets long term. It means more fans. It means more merch sales. It means more TV revenue, ad revenue, and stuff. More viewers. So I think the NHL could play a long term game, and also a bit of a short term game too. So I guess overall, my opinion is it was pretty cool. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. I wanted more. I wanted more countries. I wanted more games. I wanted more tournament, and I hope that the NHL does something like that in the future. I guess that's my overall opinion. Is yay Four Nations, boo Olympics. Maybe that's the direction that things will go in terms of hockey and the globe, the world. So let me know what you think of the tournament, of the Olympics, of the whole idea of countries playing countries. Is there too much volatility and geopolitical tension right now across the world, whether it's in Europe or whether it's in North America between Canada and the United States? Is it really a time to take a backseat on sports? Like, that's not a wrong opinion. So whatever your opinion is, let me know down below in the comment section. You've heard mine in this video, but I would love to hear from you. So hope you're having a great day. I hope you did watch some of that tournament. And yeah, have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Adios.